Hey guys, what's up? So I know it's been a minute since I have done wrestling content and I'm very sorry about that. I've been doing music reactions. I have been working a full-time job. I've been trying to make as much content as possible because I go in, I don't know, weeks and months without making content, and I really do like making content, and I like making YouTube videos about literally anything and everything. So there's that. Sorry, but if you like wrestling, you like pop culture, you like anything with music relating or music reactions, subscribe. I would love to have you guys here. But yeah, the topic of today's video is going to be, I want to try to predict the men and women's Survivor Series War Games, see how close I get. It's literally in a month. We have one more PLE before that, and that is Saturday Night Main Event. But I feel like with Saturday Night Main Event could maybe give us a little taste of what we could expect from Survivor Series War Games. The men's team I have kind of no clue. I'm gonna be honest. I have zero clue what we could even expect or who we could see for the men's War Games, because I feel like the centerpiece of it was going to be Seth frickin' Rollins, but now, as the filming of this video, it is the day that we're going to find out if the title's going to be vacated, if he's that injured, who knows. Braun Breaker literally gave him a spear at the end of last time's Raw. So this is going to be hard to kind of pick for the men's team. I don't really know. Maybe for the women it was a little bit easier for me to pick through because I'm trying to establish it a little bit more together for the women than the men, because the men I got zero fucking clue. But just FYI, this is just a prediction for the teams, not the whole PLE show. So yeah, let's just get into it. For the women, I feel like it's a little bit more easier to pick through. Obviously, I feel like we have to have Io Sky and Rhea Ripley. The crazy storyline, how they've been going on together since the Raw After Elimination Chamber this year, it's been crazy. They were enemies, and now they're friends. Now they're like besties because they just won in Perth, Australia for Crown Jewel. So I feel like they're going to continue that streak and maybe do something for Survivor Series War Games. It could be Team Rhea Ripley, Team Io Sky. I feel like that could start it off. I also kind of want to throw in there the women's world champion, which is Stephanie Vaquer. She just won the title. She kind of just like had her first like big title win, winning the Crown Jewel champion. I feel like that also could be put in there because Stephanie is amazing. I actually really like Stephanie Vaquer. I feel like her being on that team with Rhea Ripley and Io Sky, how they pretty much already work so well together in ring matches as well for all three of them. I feel like that's a great establishment right there. The two other people I want to throw into this list is pretty fucking crazy, and I would really like it because we have never seen her in a Survivor Series War Games. We haven't seen her since she has came back at WrestlePalooza, and I am talking no other than AJ Lee.
We need AJ Lee here now.
It's been weeks and after WrestlePalooza, and we thought that she was going to go after Becky's title for the IC champion. No, girl. No, it was not there. We thought that was gonna happen. Throw a fucking title on AJ already. I would have loved it. She looked so good in the IC title when she first came back to Raw. Oh my god, it was perfect. So I feel like I'm gonna throw AJ Lee in there. I mean, she already, I feel as that gets along with all three of those women. I mean, she had an interaction with Stephanie Vaquer. There was like some footage after WrestlePalooza, right before their match and after Stephanie's match with Io, that she won the title. She was greeted with CM Punk and AJ Lee, so I feel like there's some good blood there. And I feel like the same thing goes for Io and Rhea. I mean, they're pretty cool with Punk, so they're pretty cool with AJ. That's just me assuming. Now, this one, okay, listen, this is the final person I'm picking for the team, for Team Io, or Team Rhea, or Team Stephanie, whatever you want to call it, or Team AJ. This person, again, we've never seen them in a Survivor Series War Games. I feel like this would be also an interesting placement because we have not seen her for a minute, maybe since after SummerSlam for Raws. I don't even know. Or maybe, no. It was Clash in Paris we seen her last. Nikki Bella. I'm throwing Nikki Bella on that fucking team too. Her being in the War Games match, her also having so much history with AJ, her being cool with Io and Rhea and Stephanie, I feel like that's also just a good placement in general. I feel like that team is perfect, and I feel as that they could do this. They could pull the trigger and do this. Now, the women's team that they're going to be versing, I have gone back and forth with this because I've been trying to get people from Raw and from SmackDown, and it has been hard. So, but I think that this could be just a mixture of different people. Obviously, the two people, the two, like, you know, tag teams, we'll say, I want in there. I really would love it if the Kabuki Warriors were on there because they're already fighting with Io and Rhea. They've kind of already done that with Perth, Australia, and some other things. Asuka already has experience being in a war game, so does Kairi, and I feel like that is also a good duo-ship right there. Someone that we seen on last week's Monday Night Raw who wants to try to get a title shot is Roxanne Perez. Who's Roxanne Perez's tag team partner? Raquel Rodriguez. Raquel Rodriguez and Roxanne Perez on the team with the Kabuki Warriors. I feel like that could also work well together because Roxanne has always wanted to probably fight off Nikki Bella and AJ Lee. That gives her a great opportunity. She's also currently fighting with Stephanie Vaquer for the title, so I feel like that could also come into play as well. And then the final person, I don't know exactly, because I was going back and forth because I want people from SmackDown and not just Raw, because obviously I've been picking people from just Raw. I feel like I feel like, you know, if you gotta have a champion on there, I feel like let's throw the United States title in there. Let's throw Julia in there. Let's maybe throw Jade Cargill in there because I haven't really seen much of Jade in like the past few weeks. I don't know if she's injured or not. If I had to replace anybody with anybody, the Kabuki Warriors come out. Maybe Charlotte and Alexa come in for the tag team titles. Probably like the one team I have like pretty good of a stack. The other team is just like up in the air because I got zero clue. But those are all my picks for the people for the different War Games teams, just because I feel like the women's team, I feel like that could be a good establishment right there. Moving on to the men's War Games. Now this one is kind of maybe put together, kind of not. The person that we've seen least kind of like return in any sense. Now, this taking place in San Diego. I feel like you have to use Rey Mysterio in some way, okay? Rey Mysterio's been out on injury. I know he's been gone for a very long time, it feels like. But San Diego is his home. So is Dominic Mysterio. Now, Dominic Mysterio supposedly has a match with John Cena. I don't want it. A lot of people are saying that John Cena would be the perfect person to take the title off of Dom. And I would also really like that, but I kind of wanted John Cena to be part of War Games this year, just because I don't know if he's been in War Games. I'm not aware. If someone could tell me, that'd be great. I also didn't want the title to go to Cena. Yes, it would be the 18th title that he would get before he retires. I mean, that'd be kind of interesting. And then his final opponent would be Gunther. I mean, we've wanted a John Cena and Gunther since WrestleMania, so I feel like maybe it could work out. But I feel like now you just have to use Rey Mysterio in some way, okay? You also might have to use AJ Styles in some way too. But for the men's War Games, the two people I have on the one side is obviously we have the Vision. Now the Vision just turned on Seth frickin' Rollins. We're gonna see the status of what his injury is tonight on Raw. As I'm filming this, it is October 20th, and it is before Raw. It is before Raw, so we know nothing. So we just know that the Vision is probably gonna be a centerpiece of this. Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker given to me on one team. I feel like I have zero clue who could really compete with them. But you might as well just honestly throw in the Judgment Day, honestly. I feel like, you know, Finn Balor and JD McDonough, I feel like are a good pair to tag in there. The Judgment Day, the Vision, the two tag teams already in there. And then let's just maybe throw in Jey Uso. Here's the thing. Jey Uso is gonna turn heel, and I'm going to live for it. So Jey Uso turning his back, A, on his brother, B, on Roman, and everybody else would be crazy. And I feel like he only has a few opportunities to do it, and I feel like it's coming. Possibly, if we put him on the same War Games team as like the other people I'm gonna say, it can possibly work. But if not, it's gonna be solo Jey Uso, Geek Man over here with the Vision and the Judgment Day. I feel like it'd be an interesting pairing because they all have came after Jey at some point. The Judgment Day literally was trying to recruit Jey Uso when he first became a single star on the main roster. The Vision literally speared him and tried to kill him practically in the ring a few times. So it'd be interesting. And then he just come over to the dark side. And then he's also reestablished with Paul Heyman. So I feel like that would be interesting to see. Then for the other team, I feel like you're going to have the two other people that have been kind of keeping up with the Jey Uso world title ship. The World Heavyweight title ship opportunity. You have CM Punk, you have LA Knight. I feel like you could maybe throw in a Sami Zayn there because Sami Zayn just lost the title to a returning Ilya Dragunov. Maybe obviously Jimmy Uso, because Jimmy Uso and Sami Zayn, they have like a great relationship, a great bond. And then the other person I'm gonna throw in, just because you never know, it is one of the 4 shows that he only returns at, which is Roman Reigns. I feel like Roman Reigns being on that team with Jimmy, with Sami, I feel like that could work. He's gonna have to try to get a bond with LA Knight and CM Punk in some way. I feel like they're obviously gonna clash because they've had matches against each other with that. So it's gonna be something. Maybe I'll just even say this. Let's throw in a fucking Cody Rhodes. Why not? Okay, Cody doesn't really defend his title. He has not really defended his title on the last War Games. I don't feel like that title gets defended at Survivor Series War Games. So I feel like maybe they could change that this year. I don't know. That's my picks. I can't really think of anybody else for the men's. I'm kind of just like throwing those like picks out there. You never know, but I'm just trying to go based on the storylines or anything. But if you guys have any ideas of who could be on the War Games for those decisions, let me know in the comments below. I would love to have a discussion when it comes to this. You'll see my Survivor Series predictions not for main event Saturday night, because I really don't watch that too often. Maybe I'll watch it, who knows. But yeah, if you guys like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe, turn bell notification, that way you know when I upload, and I'll see you guys soon with another video.